Welcome back, Budget Gamer fans. Today we're going to be looking at a really amazing game called MooseMan. Now, just based off the title, when this came up on the eShop a few weeks ago, I really gave it the brush off, because I really did judge an indie by its cover, and I just had no idea what to expect. It looked like it was trying to be kind of a culturally edgy point and click, but in reality the game is more of a history of Finnish culture and myth. In MooseMan you play as more of a shamanistic style MooseMan, who is able to harness some of the original powers of creation to navigate his way through the three worlds. Now, if you're a fan or are remotely familiar with Norse mythology, you may actually find some parallels in the creation legends of the Finnish mythology. More or less, the universe hatched and the eggshell left over is our world, with everything below being for the darker spirits and everything above being for the gods. And in MooseMan, similar to trying to stave off the age of Ragnarok, you're trying to bring back the sun from the underworld to the overworld. Every step of the way in this game, as you try and recreate this ancient legend, you'll be uncovering totems that help you translate portions of this ancient script. Subtle details about nuances of different types of spirits, different god characters, and even your role in the game will be uncovered as an ancient telling of legend. You, as this current MooseMan, though, being merely an iteration of the world, relive these same footsteps, trodden hundreds and thousands of years ago by every other MooseMan who's had to recapture the sun for the overworld. At the end portion of each world, there is generally going to be a confrontation with the guardian of that area. Worked out mostly in puzzle, the game really doesn't focus on combat, but again, the retelling of the legend itself. At the beginning of each new area, though, there's a very professional voiceover that reads you even deeper into the myth. The game's visual presentation is something to behold and stands at the level of a work of art. There's many times playing the game where I would stop or walk back through just to be able to see a little bit more of what was going on behind my character. The music as well, composed mainly by professional vocal choir, is absolutely gorgeous. And in certain scenes, you really do feel quite moved, especially when pairing the visual imageries, the audio, and these very poetic portions of legend. As the game focuses mainly on reenacting this ancient Finnish creation myth, the controls for the game are fairly simple. Your character can move either right or left with either the directional buttons or the left joystick, and has the ability to flip back and forth between the spiritual and natural worlds by using the A button. Later on in the game, the B button will allow you access to basically the light of creation, which can protect you or light your way. And as you uncover tomes and relics, you'll be able to access those menus through the left or right bumpers. As MooseMan is an incredibly simple graphic story game, there's really not much about the game mechanics to get into. So other than singing praises for its beauty or its wealth of culture, there's not really that much to talk about. Though I would have to say that the experience can't really be overstated if you're into this type of game. If you're a fan of these types of classic stories or the storytelling genre of indies, you're definitely going to want to give MooseMan a try. Or if you're a fan of classic history, myth, or mythology, this one really will earn its spot in your collection. Overall, I'd have to say that MooseMan, while not an exciting game, was a very rich experience, and I'm really happy that I got a chance to play it. Anyway, that about wraps up the review of MooseMan on the Switch, so if you found the review helpful or somewhat entertaining, feel free to throw me a like or a comment to show your support. And don't forget to click that little bell icon when you subscribe to stay updated with the latest content. And if perchance you were looking to support the page, we do have a Patreon, so feel free to check that out at some point. But anyway, this has been Budget Gamer, so as always, thanks for watching.